Well, Turkish President Erdogan has announced that Turkiye's foreign and defense ministers, along with his intel chief, will travel to Pakistan this week.
And they're traveling to revive ceasefire talks with Afghanistan and push for a permanent peace agreement as soon as possible. The announcement comes after Erdogan's meeting in Baku with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, reinforcing Turkiye's role as a continuing mediator.
Ankara has been involved since the beginning, hosting the first round of talks in Istanbul, followed by another in Doha and a third again in Istanbul, where the negotiations finally collapsed.
Now, Pakistan is pointing fingers at the Taliban regime, blaming it for the failure of talks and for a sharp surge in terror attacks over the last 4 years, ever since the Taliban returned to power in Kabul.
Islamabad says it has suffered heavy military and civilian losses but shows restraint even as Taliban responded with hollow promises and inaction.
The Foreign Ministry declared the TTP and the BLA enemies of the state, warning that anyone harboring or financing them cannot be called a friend of Pakistan. On the failed talks, Pakistan claims the Taliban side backed out of earlier commitments and tried to distract from the core issue of terrorism with unfounded claims and hypothetical allegations. Pakistan says the Taliban only wanted to extend the temporary ceasefire, not build a real peace. But the Taliban is pushing back.
In fact, a spokesperson from Taliban has accused Pakistan of an irresponsible and uncooperative spirit, saying that Pakistan is trying to shift responsibility for its own security onto Afghanistan. Still, he added that the ceasefire will now hold as of time being. As both sides dig in, Turkey is preparing for another round of mediation talks, but after 3 failed attempts and 4 years of escalation.
Now, at least